and welcome to Shantae Half Genie Hero, the 4th installment in the series, and one that's a nice short package that I thought would be nice to do since the 5th game, Shantae and the 7 Sirens, is just released. But if you've known me long enough, you know I'm not the biggest fan of doing things blind, so I decided to let's play the 4th game since I have enough experience with that to be able to go through it all. And probably the bigger reason, it's a short enough project that I can get it started and finished before SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated is released. Because I made a promise, and I always bring it up, but I made a promise that I would tackle that game almost as soon as it came out because of how many years of experience I've had with the original and how much I dearly love it. It's one of my all-time favourite games. But I need to stop talking about that because this is Shantae Half Genie Hero, a kickstarted, funded video game that, because of it, you can kind of tell it's very different to any other Shantae game in the series. Is that it's not a Metroidvania in any sense of the word. You just go from level to level to level until the end, with odd secrets here and there in each level that you can return to get later on when you get more abilities and power-ups. Like, speedrunning this game is very much doable in like only a couple hours. In this first section, you can't actually attack enemies, but if you lure the bats into the fire, they will die from it. Even though the fire is in the background, it will hurt them like it's a foreground opponent, so you can have fun with that. If you don't want to deal with them, there's literally nothing stopping you from just running. They won't ever really hit you. I think they'll always, like, you'll always go under them if you just keep moving to the right. But this game has a lot of personality. The whole series does, and it's why I enjoy it so much. And like I said, they're not long games. I'll get this done in 2 weeks easy. Welcome, daughter of the genies. Who said that? Whoever you are, you'd better come out right now. Don't be afraid. Who are you? A messenger from the genie realm. I have summoned you here to warn you of a great danger. Very soon an agent of darkness will strike at the heart of our world. It seeks to corrupt our magic and use it for its own selfish gain. With our power at its disposal, the agent of darkness will reign supreme over both our worlds, and no one will escape its wrath. Oh no, this sounds serious. How do we stop it? As a daughter of the genies, only you have the power to do this. Me? But how? I will help you where I can. Listen to my voice and follow your heart as you always have. Only then can both our worlds be saved. Wait, don't go. What about my mother? Is she with you? I can barely hear you. Is she in danger too? Please tell me. Please, I have to know. Don't leave me. Although there's voice acting in this game, it's more sounds than words. Like, every now and then you'll get the odd sentence, but more often than not, it's a character just going, You! How could you do that? What? But there's actual, like, more to the sentence. But just like that, you're thrown into the game. Boy, oh boy, that was quite a crazy dream I had. No more comic books in bed from now on. And the whole top of cookie dough ice cream probably didn't help much either. Oh well. Now that I'm up, it's time to go meet Uncle. He's probably at his workshop, knee deep in his gizmos and gadgets. The town is pretty simple, but we'll explore it proper later. Let's just go talk to Uncle. Good morning, Uncle. Say, I had the weirdest dream last night. And you can tell me all about it. But first, give your old Uncle Mimic a hand, will you? Sure, is it something to do with your new invention? You'll see. I've got a mechanical part on back order, should have arrived today. I sent your old pal Bolo over to the item shop, but he hasn't come back yet. Now it's over an hour ago. His head's always in the clouds, that boy. Might go and pick up the part for me? Sure thing, Uncle. And it's as simple as that. There are these pots around that you can destroy to get some basic gems because gems are your currency, and your health is in the top left along with your magic bar, and in that circle, that empty circle we'll get to later. Good morning, Sky. Have you seen Bolo? Try the bathhouse. Last I saw him, he was heading in that direction. Thanks. Yeah, the voice I was going to give her was about to be very different, but then I remembered in 7 Sirens she actually has an actress, and it's very different than what anyone would expect. What are you doing in the bathhouse? Uncle's waiting for you to deliver his package. In the wrong shop, you numbskull. This woman. She's like a bathroom angel. Oh, good gravy, not this again. Snap her out of it. Can't look away. Never mind, I'll talk to her. Oh, Bolo, guess I'm picking up Uncle's delivery. Good morning, and welcome to the bathhouse, a place where you can rejuvenate your body and spirit with the tranquil sounds and scents of hardcore, white-knuckling, full-throttle, max relaxation. Normally I'd offer you advice about your quest, but right now I'm trying to figure out where this receipt came from. Whoever delivered the drooling buffoon statue over there must have dropped it. Anyways, if you're heading to the shop next door, please take it. But yes, they do mean it. If you ever come back to this bathhouse, sitting in it will replenish your magic and health. Also, if you speak to the bathhouse assistant, she can give you hints on what you need to do next, because it's usually not as simple as being able to go straight to the next level. You usually need to talk to people or pick something up, so you can usually get a hint if you get stuck. But this game's not hard to find your way. I use it a couple times to kind of show off, but I know what I'm doing for the most part. But anyway, we get what we got from the item shop, and then later on we want to come here properly to buy upgrades and buy magic spells and things like that. You can buy things like a tract as well, where it'll make gems and hearts radiate to you when you're in the vicinity of it. Like pretty general stuff. Pressing either the attack button or the magic button, so that's square or circle, or if you're playing on Xbox, X or B, both can be used to talk to people, so just use what you feel more comfortable with. I always use circle, so a couple of times you might shoot me, throw a magic ball or fire later on when we get access to it, but it doesn't happen often enough to be annoying. Anyway, we got the magnets, and it's time to show off our latest invention. Well, Uncle Mimic's latest invention. It's a relatively slow start, but most of the Shantae games are like this. They don't really like to throw you in. They want to introduce you to the characters, just give you an idea of what's going on. This is the Dynamo. Dynamo? Dynamo! It's a contraption from the old one that I'm attempting to piece back together. That magnet you brought me goes right there. Here, like that, you see? Once it's completed, this machine will generate enough electricity to light up Scuttle Town day and night. It'll chase away every monster and pirate within a 10-mile radius. Scuttle Town will be safe and sound, and you get to relax for a change. That's amazing, Uncle! When will it be ready? Well, there are still a few components missing, but I'm getting close. Next, I need to add let's see here. Where are my blueprints? I had them last night, but now they're gone. Did you try looking in the basement? Basement? My workshop hasn't got one. But there's a trapdoor right in the... Ah! A Tinkerbad! The filthy pirate just ran off with my blueprints. Don't worry, Uncle, I'll... Was that cannon fire? The blast came from Main Street. I've got to go. Scuttle Town is under attack. You'll need a ride. Head to Sky's hatchery quickly. Time to be introduced to our tutorial level. Hey, Sky. Sky! I heard it. Main Street is under attack. I'll give you a ride, but none of my birds is good enough. This useless. Wrench, I need you. Let's show Shantae our newest trick. Carl! Mega Wrench Metamorphosis! How did he... Here. And you got the whistle. The whistle you can use at any time to kick yourself out of a level. A bird whistle? I'll explain later, just get on already. And this is your hub space. Relax, Fresh could stay in the sky for several seconds. Seconds?! Just choose a location and we'll drop you off. And it's as simple as that. You just pick where you want to go. We're going over to Main Street and we can start our first proper level. Between almost every single screen, you'll bump into this old dude and to offer to save your game because there isn't autosave in this game, and it's never really existed in the franchise, and this game's no exception. Even if it's far more linear compared to the Metroidvania style in older games and Seven Siren, it's something that they still just stuck with. It's the same in Seven Sirens. Not that I've yet to play it because there's an issue with the UK version on PS4, and I don't really want to buy it on my Xbox One because I know I won't really play it that much because I rarely play the Xbox outside of like several exclusives or playing some of my 360 games. Ouch, where's that deal? So I'd rather get it on a PS4. It's just I've got to wait longer because I'm having technical difficulties getting out in the UK. But when you start the first level, only for your first visit, the game's main theme will play. Anytime you return back to this level, it plays the normal theme for this track, for this level. But welcome to the first proper level, where you'll get introduced to combat, jumping, and that's about it, to be honest. Transformations do not become a thing until after the end of this level, which transformations are a staple of the series, but like I said, they didn't want to introduce it to you straight away. They wanted to get you used to everything again first. Secondly, you can swim across the surface of water, so don't worry about touching the water. You just can't dive under in our current state, so it's a pretty straightforward path right now. As Dance Through the Danger, an amazing song, goes on in the background. It plays on the title screen as well, but only if you wait so long. Also, for only the first time you're here, this box will fall so you can get up here. Any future time you come back here, that box will not be there, so you have to find different ways to get up. Your health is only 2 hearts. That counts as 8 HP, because each 1 HP of damage is a quarter of a heart. So technically you take 8 hits to die off of weak enemies. Obviously later on there'll be enemies that'll do 2 damage, they'll do half a heart in one, or even all the way up to like 8 damage right near the end, so they'll do 2 hearts in one go. If you're doing a minimalist run, like doing the bare minimum and just sticking with the 2 hearts, they're instant killers. The only way to mitigate the risk is to at least buy the double defense armor, but that's quite expensive, and you're going to see me not really bother to get it for a little while. Also, you have no reason to kill every enemy. There's no experience system in this game. It's just because they have a chance of dropping gems, and early on in the game you want as much currency as you can. As the legendary guitar starts burning through. Seriously, this soundtrack in this game. The main theme is fucking amazing, but the rest of the soundtrack is just really good stuff. Like, it's not my favorite, and I don't necessarily always remember it, like, once I'm not playing it. But when I'm playing Shantae, I'm enjoying it for what it is. Like, all of the tracks in this game are good fun. They're just not the ones that you might necessarily commit to memory. And on the other plus side, these parts are going to be shorter as well, because it's not like a super big project where I need videos to be like nearly an hour long just to get progress. We will have substantial progress like every 10 to 15 minutes. Although, yes, there are a couple parts that like stretch to half an hour just because I'm waiting to tackle like side stuff and a whole level sort of thing. Most of the time these videos are going to be short. Not that it saves my throat from the burden. But it doesn't mean... Oh, you see me linger for a second as well. you can't not. The music's so good. Anyway, let's move on. You're going to see me, like... It's going to be a little while before my next big project. Because like I said, after this, SpongeBob's next. Because when I finish this, I can't see me finding a way to fit anything in the time that'll be left. So I'd rather just wait. Maybe do more small videos. There is a video I want to work on, but... because my laptop is still dead, and you know everyone's at home because you know COVID-19, I can't really use like my mother's laptop to do some of the editing that I want to do. So there's like one video that I'll definitely do. It's to do with Data Live that I'll definitely do at some point. It's just I gotta wait until the right time sort of thing. But there's no rush for it. You might have noticed there's an upper path up there, and there's also a gap in the wall to our left. That's kind of what I'm getting at. There's the water when I said you can get to it later with anything to go off. Most of these levels, you'll be coming back to at least once when you get new power-ups later, just to get everything. The 5th level, I want to say? I'm trying to remember if it's the 4th or the 5th one. I think it's the 5th level. It's like the only one where you only return to it once. Like, you do the level, and the power-up you get from beating that level is the only thing you need to get the rest of the upgrades. Yeah, it's level 5. Because it's just where I've recorded to. I haven't finished this game in my recording yet, but I probably will by the end of today. Like, I've just finished the last proper level. All that's left is the... Well, I say that, the last normal level. Because the final level, you're kind of... There's no collectibles, nothing. It's just a straight path to the boss. And then the boss is the final boss, and then that's it. So I've got a little bit of cleanup, because I will be 100%ing this game. Technically. But... that won't take long anyway. The reason why I specify technically is because there are certain things you can buy from a secret shop that starting from level 2 can be found in every level, and you have to get 100%, you have to buy everything from that shop as well, and they're relatively pricey, so grinding it out takes a while. So I haven't actually done it yet. Like, I don't mind getting all the actual natural upgrades, but getting some of the joke power-ups from the secret shop just seems pointless to me. But we're approaching our first proper boss, and it's a familiar foe to the series. Ho ho ho! Risky Boots, I thought so. Tut tut, call me the Queen of the Seven Seas if you please. Back to your old tricks, I see. You don't sound happy to see me. No matter, I have what I came for. Looking for this? Uncle's blueprints! Give that back! You dim-witted relic-hunting uncle is always unearthing valuables. And whatever secrets the blueprints contain, I will have them. Who else can I claim the right place as ruler of all Sequin land? Ho ho ho! Now step aside, or suffer the might of my part omni-organic, perpetually titanic, or ocean-optional tinker slug. Poop toot? Don't call it that! Men! Lock and load. Let's give this brat a proper workout. Tinker slug. Don't call it poop toot. The gimmick of this boss is pretty simple. You ring the bell, which will load this explosive barrel over here. You go over to it, you knock it into the Tinker Slug, and it will fall down. You then wail on its face and rinse and repeat. It's the first boss of the game. We're 15 minutes in and it's the first fight. Are you really expecting anything fancy? Ow. So when you're ready, ring the bell again and go over and round. And that's literally the whole fight. Nothing new will come from this. Unfortunately, unless you like, I don't know, grinded in the in the opening square, like kept on going back and forth destroying the port and grinding up money, you're not gonna have any strength or speed upgrades to make this fight any quicker, so just deal with it and power through. I say it's not a long fight. See, 3 cycles and it's done. And we only got hit like what, once or twice? And they were from like the little pellets that Risky shot, not even the cannonballs. Like, it's not a difficult fight. If you die here, I'd be surprised. Surrender the blueprints, Risky Boots! So, you've managed to get the upper hand, but you're only postponing my inevitable victory. You got Dynamo's blueprints! Another time, Runt! Move it, you lubbers! Oh, get used to the fact that pretty much any female voice is voiced by Christina V in this game. And don't come back! Oh, how'd you like that? I actually beat her right away for a change. I better get these blueprints back to Uncle. And every time you finish a level, this podium will appear. You jump on it, well cleared, that's it. Hitting the podium will also fully restore your health and magic, so you don't have to return to the bathhouse if you hit it. But after a while, when you're going for 100%, you're not going to bother doing the rest of the level every time. But anyway, once you clear a level for the first time, you're immediately granted a magic ability. Our first dance, the monkey dance. Use the power to scale walls. Pressing triangle will start dancing. There you can transform into whatever you have. There's 3 pages worth of transformations, but the 4th page is the joke ones. I'll say that, the warped one is pretty nice, and we will be buying it pretty much as soon as it's available. But the rest of them, no. The rest of them really aren't worth it. They're too much of just random things. Like the Tinkerbell one is alright, but she gave me the slip. I'm sorry, Uncle. There, look on the bright side. No one was hurt and you managed to retrieve the blueprints. Well, you're fired. Again? Yeah, Main Street is in shambles and pirates are running pell-mell all over town. I must have placed an ad for a new guardian genie. One who can get rid of those pirates for good. Lots of half-genies guarding towns these days. One of them's bound to want to transfer to a beach town. Free rent, amazing ill, negligible fish smell, applies today. I never got free rent! Ignore him. You'll come around once its dynamo is completed. If you say so, Uncle. In fact, you should be getting to work right away. Why don't you see time anyone needs your help? Well, next time on Shantae Half Genie Hero, we're going to see if we can do anything to help the town. But until then, take care now.